Hi, welcome back to the Running Master. My name's Dan. This week I've got 3 very different training sessions to share with you. Before we get going, just want to remind you of why I'm doing this. So I'm currently in my 40s, which makes me a master athlete, and I'm currently training in order to run for Great Britain over the 800 metres. Something that I've wanted to do for many years. If you're new to the channel or you haven't done it yet, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so that you're notified when I upload new videos, which I do every week. As I said, I've got 3 very different sessions, which started off with an adventure run in Surrey. Today I've come to the Royal Horticultural Society, easy for me to say, in Wisley. Come for a run today with my cousin. This is Ollie.
Hello.
And we're going to go for about a 5-mile run around Wisley. Never been here before, so we've made up a route. No idea whether it's passable or not, but we're going to give it a go, see what happens. So let's get going. So that was a really enjoyable route, as I think you can probably see from the video there. Really enjoyed that, and great fun to go somewhere new that you've not been running before, just to go and have a bit of an adventure and a bit of an explore, something that I think a lot of people have been doing whilst locked down, just going and exploring new places where they live or somewhere nearby. So really enjoyable, that one. And also, by going over the trails as well, meant it was nice and soft underfoot. I think you probably saw it was quite muddy, and so it was actually really nice just to take some impact from the knees and from the hips through the ground, rather than pounding the pavements like we often do. So a really great session, that one. The second session this week was back on the track, but with an extra bonus. So there's 2 things to share tonight. Firstly, an excellent track session. Got a bunch of 200s coming up tonight, which I'm really looking forward to. And also I'm testing out a new pair of trainers which I've taken delivery of. It's the ASICS Nova Blast. I'm not going to do a full review because there's tons of them. They've been out there for quite some time, and I don't think I'm going to share anything new. except for maybe one or two things that I have discovered and not seen on any other videos, and I'll share them in a second. So going to get some warm-up done, and then I'll let you know what I think of these trainers. I've literally only run about 200 meters in them so far, so I'll give you an idea in a minute. Okay, so I've just done literally 400 meters in these trainers. That's as far as I've got, and I've already got an observation. It's not a dislike, it's just a kind of an odd thing, and in 400 meters, these are the weirdest trainers that I've ever run in. And I've got some barefoots as well, some Vibram 5 fingers. These are weird. So I'm going to take them off just quickly. I'm going to take one shoe off. I'm not going to undo the laces even. They're just weird. So literally after 400 meters, and it's nothing to do with the stack height, which we know is quite high, and there's a 10mm drop. We know about that. It's the fact that, and actually it doesn't look different when you actually look at it as a normal training shoe. But what happens is that it feels kind of normal at the back, and it feels fine up until about this point, or this point here, and then it's like ASICS got bored and then just kind of thought, hey, you know what, we don't need to do anything with the front. Now I'm going to try and show you. I did actually bring another pair of trainers with me, just in case I didn't get on with these, and I'm not going to really demonstrate it very well here. I might have to do a second shot when I get home. But if I kind of try and hold these level, look at the difference in height, in toe height in these trainers. It is ridiculous. I mean, I know that's not a great comparison, but I think you can kind of get a sense, you know, even if I put them around that way, back to back, and then bring them forward, you know, bring these bits level, you can see that toe height is so much higher on the Nova Blast than they are. These are the ASICS DS trainers. They are a couple of years old now. But look at the difference. It is amazing. You know, there's no real difference when you again put them back to back. No real difference around the Achilles. But when as soon as you bring them forward again, making sure they're level, that toe height is crazy. And it makes you feel like your toes. So what it does is that as you put your foot down and you come forward, you kind of feel like you're falling forward. I guess that's the point. But yeah. Really weird to run in. Not a dislike, just odd. Eleven 200s for me tonight. Calves are seizing up and so is the hamstring, so it's time to call it a night. I didn't do any more camera work that night because we had to get warmed up and it was down to business, but I should really say that I did a mile warm up in the ASICS Nova Blast, and after a mile I got it. They just felt like they were always meant to be on my feet, and always felt that I should be running in them. They just felt so comfortable and so nice to run in. So yeah, even after just a mile, I kind of got the design and kind of got how they should feel. Thought they were brilliant. So like I said, I'm not going to do a full review of the Nova Blast, but my initial experience is that they are so springy and so nice to run in. Can't really say any more than that, but yeah, I'm pretty much in love with them now. The session was great to meet with the squad. Great to catch up with them again after a month away. We did a session, or I did a session of 11 200s with a 200 meter jog recovery. We were knocking them out, or I was knocking them out in about 36 seconds for the faster bit of 200, and then about a minute or so for the 200 meter recovery jog. To convert the faster 200 meter sections into minutes per mile, it's around about 5 minute miling, something like that. So yeah, I was pretty pleased with the session. It's designed as an endurance session, not a speed flat out sharpening up session. It's designed to just to get you up in that pace, but also be able to lift off and recover a little bit as well before the next one. Obviously the sheer volume of them as well means that it's not one for really sharpening up and getting used to that 800 meter pace, which would obviously be done a lot quicker than 5 minute miling. Which now brings me to today's session after all of that, which is going to be a 3 mile tempo run on the roads. You may well have noticed that I'm currently just running around the park. That's because I'm doing a 1 mile warm up followed by the tempo, and then I'll do a mile cool down as well. So this is going to be more of a pavement run. So been over the trails, been on the track, and now I'm going to be pounding the local roads. That's the tempo run done. I think it was about 3 miles. Truth be told, I kind of messed up a little bit whilst checking to see how far I'd gone. Pressed the wrong button on the Garmin, ended up pressing the lap button, so I didn't quite know how far that was. It all went wrong. I think it was about 3 miles, but lap paces, I certainly know the first one was 6:58, then a 6:44, and then I think I was on about for another 6:50 something, I think, again. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that tempo session. I think that went well. Nice to run on the roads. Running on the roads obviously is nice and generally flat, avoiding the potholes. So it's quite nice, you know, you sort of feel a bit more sure-footed than running over the trails. And always obviously nice to vary it up as well and finish off the week with a road run. So enjoyable. I'm going to go and do a warm down in a second. The next steps of training obviously is to try and keep this going through Christmas. Make sure we push through that, because although there's not going to be many or maybe even any Christmas parties and socialising going on, there's still going to be plenty of food, I'm sure. So got to try and keep the training going so that we don't pile on a ton of weight. Hope you found those sessions useful. Keep your running interesting by varying up where you go and the different terrains that you run on. And thanks for watching. See you again soon. Enjoy your run. I'm going to go and do my warm down. Bye for now.